If you watch this to the end, your perspective on life may never be the same. Grab a pen and a sheet of paper, because what you're about to learn could transform the way you think, act, and live. You need to know there are battles you're fighting in silence. The psychological, the emotional, the financial, these are the things holding you back. And I'm going to show you how to overcome them. Don't just watch. Take notes. This could be the conversation that changes your future.
Let me ask you something. What if this video found you at the exact moment you were about to fall asleep again? Not literally, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally. What if everything you've been chasing, hoping for, doubting, led you right here to these words? Because this video is not just another piece of content. It's not a distraction. It's not a dopamine hit. This is the interruption. This is the wake-up call. And here's the truth you've been avoiding. If you don't rewire your mind, someone else will keep doing it for you. The world is shaping you every single day. The news, the noise, the scrolling, the fear, the opinions of people who never built anything, all of it is programming you quietly, repeatedly, without your permission. Most men are not living their lives. They are replaying their past. They are stuck in loops, mental habits they never chose, thoughts they never questioned, limits they inherited from people who gave up on their own dreams. But not you, not anymore, because you're here, and something in you is done living small, done shrinking, done reacting, done drifting. This is not a motivational speech. This is activation, and I need you to listen all the way through. Because by the time this video ends, if you apply what's given to you, you won't just feel different, you'll become different. This isn't something you watch once. This is the beginning of your transformation. This is the time you snap out of drift. This is the moment you choose direction. And let me make something clear. This is not about hustle, noise, or hype. This is about power, quiet power, earned power. The kind of power that comes from discipline, clarity, and thought trained like a machine. You see, the most dangerous man is not the loudest. It's the one who commands himself, who has conquered the battlefield within. And that battle begins with thought. Everything you are right now is the result of thought. Every fear, every limit, every excuse, and everything you could be is also born of thought. But the question is, who's doing the thinking? You, or the version of you the world installed? You don't need more time, you need more direction. And that begins with the control of thought, what enters, what repeats, what you allow to take root. This is the starting point of all power. This is where real wealth begins, where real freedom begins, where real success begins. You do not drift into greatness. You decide into it, you install it. And that's exactly what you're about to learn. In this video, I will hand you the mental tools to burn your fears, command your habits, speak to your mind with precision, and walk like a man with dominion over his life. But only if you watch it all. This is not a clip to play once and scroll away. This is your daily ritual, your mental armor. So listen now and return tomorrow. The mind will not rewire itself, but it will follow the orders of the one who finally takes command. Now sit up, be still, focus, because everything changes from here. You've been told you're in control, that your decisions are your own. But the truth is, most men are not the architects of their lives. They are puppets of their programming, influenced by the world, shaped by fear, guided by emotion, and steered by habit. They're not deciding, they're reacting. Your environment has been scripting your behavior since childhood. Every word of doubt, every limitation spoken over you, every failure you internalized, it all got stored. And now, it fires without your permission. It dictates what you think you can do, what you try, how far you go, and how soon you give up. You think your fears are rational. You think your limits are real, but they were planted, conditioned, installed like software. And if you never question them, if you never interrupt them, you will live in someone else's version of your life. But here's the shift. Once you see the program, you can reprogram it. The subconscious mind runs the show, and it does not respond to logic. It responds to repetition, to emotion, to dominance. That means if you've been rehearsing weakness, fear, or hesitation every day, You've been practicing defeat, but the second you flip the pattern, the second you install new commands, new rituals, new standards, the machine starts working for you, not against you. You wake up and install new thoughts. I am focused. I am capable. I am building. And then you back them with behavior, with execution. That's how power is built, from the inside out. Charles Schwab wasn't born with power. He earned it through presence, through repetition. He studied himself the way others studied books. Why? Because self-awareness is the beginning of self-command. And he rose not because he shouted, but because he embodied clarity. And clarity commands. Your habits are the compass of your future, not your talent, not your feelings, your habits. And they're formed in silence, in private, through what you repeat when no one is watching. This is why your inputs matter. What you listen to, who you listen to, what you say to yourself in the mirror. You think your self-talk is harmless, but it's the loudest voice in your life. If that voice is filled with fear, hesitation, confusion, your reality will reflect it. It's time to take it back. You are not here to be a puppet. You are here to be a builder, a man who speaks with authority to his own mind, who creates rituals that reinforce power, who protects his focus like it's sacred, because it is. From this point on, every day must be an installation. You wake up and build yourself before the world gets a chance to break you. That is how Ford built empires. That is how Carnegie built wealth, not by chance, not by hype, but by clarity of thought, discipline of speech, and consistency of action. And that is what you must do now. This is your turning point. You wake up every day with a choice, but most people never make it. They drift. They float through life on the winds of circumstance. No plan, no direction, no fire, just reaction. They let the world tell them what to care about, what to chase, what to become. And that's the tragedy. Not failure, not rejection, but drift. Drifting through a lifetime with power unclaimed, with potential unused, with purpose buried under passivity. Drift is the enemy of destiny. It doesn't look dangerous. That's why it's so deadly. Drift feels like comfort, like ease, like going with the flow. But the truth is, nothing great was ever built by accident. No man becomes powerful by following convenience. The life you want will never come from indecision. It begins with a line drawn in the sand, because until you decide, truly decide, nothing changes. You think you need more time, more resources, more clarity. You don't. You need decision. You need to stand up and declare what this life will mean. That is the moment where transformation begins, the point where you stop moving with the world and start moving the world. Listen closely. Indecision is a habit, and so is decisiveness. Every time you hesitate, you reinforce weakness. Every time you delay, you train your subconscious to question your power. But when you decide instantly with finality, you rewire your identity. You become the man who moves, the man who acts, the man who leads. Decision is magnetic. The universe, people, circumstances, they respond to the man who has made up his mind. Because decision is energy. It is focus, condensed into motion. You don't beg for momentum. You generate it by making decisions faster than fear can speak. Charles Schwab didn't rise to lead Carnegie Steel because he had the highest IQ. He rose because he could make decisions with clarity, with confidence, and more importantly, he stuck with them. While others debated and delayed, he executed. That's what leaders do. That's what builders do. So ask yourself now, have you decided, have you chosen your chief aim, your standard, your future? Or are you still living like a leaf in the wind, reacting, drifting, hoping? Stop drifting. Decide. Say it out loud. This is the man I'm becoming. This is the standard I live by. This is the future I'm building. Write it down. Speak it daily. Anchor it deep. Because the man who is uncertain folds under pressure, but the man who decides, he cannot be stopped.